AITA for telling my mom I don't want to replace my husband the way she replaced my dad. I, 30F, lost my husband 4 years ago. We share 2 children together. Our son is 9 and our daughter is 6. Since my husband's death I have focused on myself and my children, and I have no interest in dating or finding another husband. My mom has experience with this, as when my sister and I were children, 6 me and 8 her, we lost our dad and mom remarried 15 months later, and at the time she told us we were getting a new dad. Once her husband arrived in our lives there was an expectation and a pressure to call him dad, and mom took down all photos of dad. Me and my sister, took some photos of dad and hid them with our friends out of fear mom would destroy or throw them all away. She didn't. But the ones we didn't take were kept locked up in storage somewhere and have never seen the light of day. My sister asked for them on a few occasions and was told she didn't need them. Our dad's stuff is likely in there too if they weren't tossed in the garbage. It caused a lot of strain between us and mom. For the last 2 years my mom has been dropping hints that I should get back out there, and I always said I didn't want to, or I would ignore it. Then a couple of months ago she told me I need to get my kids a dad before it's too late, that I need a husband. I told her they have a dad, and he doesn't need to be replaced. She dropped it for another few weeks, but then last week she brought it up to me again. She told me the kids need a dad and I need a husband around or I will be alone and lonely the rest of my life. She told me I can't remain dedicated to being my husband's wife for the rest of my life. She said I'm too young and the kids are too young to never get another dad. I told her I don't want another husband and my kids don't need another dad. She asked me where I would be if she had that mindset, and I didn't have a dad. I told her I lost my dad at 6 and miss him every day and I never had another one. Things escalated from there and asked me how I could say that when her husband has been my dad for 24 years. I told her he never has been and never will be, and just because she replaced my dad doesn't mean I want to replace my husband. Mom was furious and told me that wasn't fair and I should understand her better. I told her I understood her even less after losing my husband because I would never remove all traces of him from the home and I would never deny my kids his things the way she did. I would never force my kids to call someone else dad, and I told her I can't even imagine wanting to find them someone else to call dad. I told her they had an amazing dad and he's still their dad. Just the way mine will always be my dad. She called me spiteful and selfish, and she went to my sister for backup, but she told her she feels the same way. My aunt, who is my mom's sister, told me I shouldn't have said what I did, and accusing her of replacing my dad instead of seeing she just wanted us to be happy is cruel, and I am old enough that I should understand. AITA?